I was like, how you feel about Nicki Minaj? They was like, oh, that's...
Wait, so how did, if you had Nicki Minaj, you started her career. So how did she go from you to Deb to Lil Wayne?
That's what she does. Nicki's a groupie. I mean, Nicki started with me in 06, 07. I met her on MySpace. She had like a flyer page. I switched it around. You know, her name was Nicki Minaj when I met her. I changed her name to Nicki Minaj. And I actually got into like a big argument with her family because she felt like Nicki didn't like the name Minaj. She felt like I was degrading her. Like, oh, that you trying to, take me to a whole nother situation. And then I was like, nah, they need it for marketing. I actually called Jay the Kiss up. I called Bust up. I was like, how you feel about Nicki Minaj? They was like, oh, that's hard. So, we started off like that. She's actually still signed to my production company, which is Dirty Money. And I did like a 180-day deal. Like I didn't really do I believe in, I don't want to hold nobody artist. Give me 180 days, I get you a major deal. If not, you walk away. I got the Young Money deal in like how long? It took me like 70 days to get the Young Money deal. It was a Young Money, Dirty Money deal. So when I got the contract, Nicki started ducking me, like, because Wayne gave me one of those Cash Money contracts from the 80s, which there was no royalties on it. There was no there was no advance. It was nothing. So I told Nicki, like, yo, I ain't signing this contract. I ain't gonna let you do that to yourself. She started crying. She was like, yo, I was like, whoa, what are we upset about? Like, we ain't gonna do this.
So that's the kind of contract Nicki got?
Nah, Nicki might got a better contract now.
Okay.
She, throughout her groupie, and she found a way. So anyway, we got the contract. So I'm telling her, now we're not signing this. So I made Wayne host a mixtape called Sucker Free. So I'm like, listen, we'll make him do something to get us more hotter. Then we'll go back and do another contract. So we got the mixtape done. So then all of a sudden, who called me? Oh, EI called me. He was like the president of Young Money. He called me up. He was like, yo, why Nicki out here on the I Am Music tour without you? I'm like, Nicki on the I Am Music tour.
Well, who was on the I Am Music tour at the time?
T-Pain, Wayne, and then they had Drake open up. Everybody had like opening sections.
Okay.
So I was like, what Nicki doing the I Am Music tour? He was like, yo, I don't know, but you need to be out here. So I flew out to a date they had in Chicago. And I saw Nicki. I was like, yo, what's up? She walked right past me. I was with Mike Lighty, which is Chris Lighty, rest in peace, Chris Lighty. So I was with Mike Lighty. So Mike grabbed her up like, yo, what the fuck? What you doing? So we spoke. She was like, oh, Debbie said, and Debbie, Debbie Anthony, which is Waka Mom. So I met Debbie in North Carolina. I was doing a lot of concerts out there with Gucci Man. So I said, Debbie, I got an artist named Nicki. I want you to manage her. Because Debbie was doing her thing. She had Waka. Waka wasn't even rapping at the time. She had OJ and Gucci. So I'm like, yo, this is a good idea. Gucci, the hottest guy in the country right now. Wayne, the hottest mainstream guy. I'm gonna put I had a plan to put it together. So I told Nicki about it. Nicki was like, well, who is Gucci Man? I said, Gucci, you don't know who Gucci is? She was like, no, but she was with it because I had the plan. So Debbie called me up like 2 weeks later, like, oh, I like your artist. I gave her the mixtape. She was like, I like your artist. We need to set up a meeting. I had a birthday party in North Carolina, and Debbie called me up like, yo, well, we can't make the birthday party on a Sunday. Can we fly Nicki to Atlanta? I was like, my paperwork is good. Yo, go ahead and go to Atlanta. Nicki went out there, and then Debbie brainwashed her. Debbie got out there, Debbie got her little tactics. I guess Debbie hit her with the, Nicki Minaj. I don't know about that name. He's trying to take you in the wrong direction. So I'm like, hold on, Debbie, you my homegirl. How you poisoning my artist after I put you on tour? So I called Debbie. She was like, Fendi, I was gonna meet Nicki already anyway. We got mutual friends from Queens. I was like, what? Oh, okay, well, I hear that. So then I had a birthday party coming up again. So I called Nicki up. I'm like, yo, my birthday party coming up. We do this annually. I was bringing Nicki to North Carolina to do my birthday parties when nobody knew who she was. It was her and Pinky. Every Sunday I would do a party with her and Pinky. So Nicki was like, well, you need to call Debbie up. I'm like, what the f am I calling Debbie up for? About my artist? So right then I knew it was like poison in the game. I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's do it the right way. So meanwhile, my contract with Wayne, Young Money, is still moving. So
while she was running with So Icy, the contract with Wayne was in motion already?
It was already in motion.
Oh,
so
okay.
So basically, she tried to wait till my contract expired before she signed with Young Money. So I'm like, I got with my lawyer. She's like, well, she can't really go around that because if she signed to Young Money, that's still your deal. Like, I still got that contract to this day. That's what I'm in court with. So I was like, all right, well, we'll see what happened. He waited like a year. Wayne and them prolonged the situation for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't seen Wayne since then. Like, I know he probably looking for me. He should be. So anyway, she prolonged the situation. Next thing you know, I get another phone call. She signed a Young Money. I'm like, how she got rid of Dirty Money off the contract? So she was like, that's when Safari, the little gay guy.
The who?
The gay guy, Safari.
Come on.
That's her boyfriend.
Come on. Scaff ain't gay.
Gay, man.
Oh my God.
He gotta be gay. He letting her run him over. Ain't no real man running around here acting like that with cover. Well, whatever, man. Whatever he doing. Anyway, so he hit me up telling me, yo, Nikki wanted to send me some money. And I was excited. I was like, whoa, go on.
You're doing the right thing here.
We about to make, and it's not even about, it's about handling the business the correct way. It ain't about the money. It's about doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm about. So when she called me up, I forgot everything. I was like, oh, they about to set it. We're about to get right. So I was like, no problem. But it was like April the 26th and he hit me. I remember like yesterday. So I said, hold on, bro. This ain't no April Fool. It's like the end of the month.
Oh my God.
He was like, nah, she got you, yo. She got you, yo. I was like, all right. But I was scared to ask how much it was for. I was like, well, listen, you know what?
How much was it for?
Listen, I'm going to get to that part. So I'm like, okay, well, all right, cool. They asked me for W-9s and all that. I'm like, I know it's some money. They asked for W-9s. Ain't no chump change.
House shopping over here.
I swear to God, every I was house shopping. I was like, yo, listen, I'm about to close these stores down out here. I'm about to go back home and just do the right thing.
Yeah.
So I got a phone call from her accountant like a month and a half later. Like I was like, oh, hit me with the wow. Somebody called me from like Atlanta number. Like, oh, how you doing? This is Mr. Moore? I was like, oh yeah, who is? Oh, Nika Mirage. We work for her, and we work for the firm in Atlanta, and she wants to wire you some money. I was like, wow. I was scared to ask how much it was. I was like, all right, well, have you idea what it is? She was like, well, we're gonna sing a W-9. You fill it out. I'm like, I ain't gonna fill out W-9. I know how much money I'm getting. I didn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
She was like 15,000.
Wow.
My feelings was hurt. I was like, whoa. I said, who? She said 15,000. I was like, y'all can't be serious right now. Come on. How do you create an image, put it together, bring it to life? I put her with Young Money. I did everything. Mm-hmm. And she offered me 15,000. And actually, they actually sent the 15,000. The money actually came, honestly. The money came, and I was just like, oh. And she been ducking me ever since. That was